of our lace. So this should be like this. Now we're going to do a double chain of 5 inside of this stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and double chain, and then 1, 2, 3, and then chain 1, double chain, one, 2, 3, chain 1, then double chain, one, 2, 3, chain 1. So every time you make a new stitch, you need to do the chain 1, okay, until we get to have 5 stitches inside. 1, 2, 3. So we are now have 5 stitches in one hole, and on the next hole we're just going to do the slip stitch. And then on the next row we're going to do the 5 chain again of double chain, 5 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, then chain, oops, let's do it again. 2, 3. So we have chain 1, and then 1, 2, 3, chain 1, double chain, chain 1, double chain, we're gonna make another one, double chain. Okay, this time we have 5 chains now inside, and now we're going to do a slip stitch again on the next row, and double chain, and we're going to create this chain again inside 5, double chain of 5, 1, 2, 3. All right guys, so we are done with our second row. So this is our second row, and now we're going to work on with our third row, which is I already made a few roll here. So this is gonna be our third row gonna look like. So we're going to continue that pattern. So we're going to do a double chain and put it on the next hole here, where is our second chain here. So where is our double chain? Chain 1, 2, 3, and then chain 2. One, 2, 3, and then chain 2, and then put it on the next chain again here on the third chain. 1, 2, 3. then chain 1, 2, then double chain, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, double chain, 1, 2, 3, and then on the next row you see this is just only a slip stitch here, so we're just going to do the slip stitch right here. Okay, and then we're going to do the same pattern as what we have done here, so that's gonna look like our third row. So we're gonna continue that pattern all the way around. I'm just going to do that again for 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then chain 1, 2, 3, chain 2, chain 1, 2, 3, double chain, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then just do the slip stitch. Okay, so it should be, we have a 5 double chain here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just continue that pattern, guys, and then we'll meet you on the next I'll meet you at the end, and we're going to do our last row, which is our 4th row. Alright guys, so we are now done with our 3rd row, so this is how it looks like. Okay, and we are now working on our 4th row, which I already started to put on our beads. So we're going to do the slip stitch here. Just the 2 slip stitch. 1 here on the top of this chain, we're going to make a 3 chain on the top of it. So we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put that on the same stitch here. So that's gonna be looks like that. And then on the next, on this base, which has a 2 chain, we're just going to make a slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, 1, 2, and on the next chain we're going to make another 3 chain like what we did here. So in every chain like this, we're going to make a 3 chain on the up top of it. So we're going to put our hook in there, and we're going to chain, we're going to chain 3. It's 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be look like this. Okay, you see what I have done here? So there's like there's 3 chains here on the top of each other. And then we're going to do that 2 slip stitch again, and then here on our 3rd chain, so 1, 2, 3, here, so 1, 2, 3. When we get to the third of our chain, we're going to put our bead on, but you just have to do the chain 1, and then we're going to do put our bead up. So the way how I put the bead on, I just leave this on first, leave this open, and put my bead on my hook, my pearl. So and then we're going to grab it, and pull through and leave it on like that. And then we're going to put our hook underneath of this chain, here underneath of the pearl. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, and then we are going to grab our oops, be careful. And then so once we attached our beads, you just have to do the chain underneath of 2, 1, 2, and then do another chain of 2 here, and then chain, and then put your hook on the next chain and do the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do the chain 2 again, 1, 2, and then do the slip stitch on the last stitch here. And next row, we're gonna do the same process. We're going to do the chain 2, oh sorry, it's just slip stitch and chain 3 on the top of the first chain here, and then do the chain again, 1, 2, and then chain 3, and then on the next row, next chain, we're going to insert our beads again. So we're going to chain to just the slip stitch. So we're just going to do the slip stitch here, and then we're gonna insert our our pearl. So just leave it on like that. Alright guys, so we are done at the bottom of our top. We are done putting the beads on. So this time I'm going to show you how to, so as you can see the hole from here, from our black thread. So we're going to, I connected my white thread in there so that it looks like really fancy and cool. I'm just going to show you how did I make this pattern. So you're going to, in the next hole, we're going to do the double chain. So we're going to make this triangle here, okay, this one. Okay, so do the double chain, and 1, 2, 3, and then do the chain 2, 1, 2, and then do that here, put it in the same stitch again, and 1, 2, 3, so it would looks like that. And then on the next stitch we're going to do the double chain of 3 again, like this. So it would be 6 double chains in one hole on the next stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, do the double chain of 1, 2, 3, do the double chain, and 1, 2, 3. And then in here, in this middle part, we're going to do the chain 2 for 1, 2, and then put in the same hole again and do the chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry. So we have our 6 double chain here. Okay. And then on the next stitch we're going to do the same thing like this again. So we're going to do the double chain in here, 1, and then chain 2, and then put it in the same stitch again, and then double chain. We're going to jump into the next hole and do the 3 double chain, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, chain 2, and put in the same stitch again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oopsie. All right, so we're just going to continue that pattern until we finish at the end. And I think we're going to make the 3 rows like this. So I'll meet you on the next row. Alright guys, so we are now done with our the top level of our top. So this is how it looks like. And I already done one sleeve here. So I'm going to show you how did I make my sleeve. So I already connected I already connected the thread here. So just make sure that you're going to measure it, which part of your shoulder are you going to connect your sleeve, okay? It looks so cute. So we're going to do the double 3 chain, 3 chain in the middle of this hole, okay? So it's a double chain. It's 1, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put it in the same hole, 3 double chain, 2, 3, and then we're going to turn around our work and we're going to chain another 3 for 1, 2, 3, and then double chain, and we're going to put it here on the last stitch right here, and then do the double chain. All right, so it will be like a small square. Oh my god, sorry, I'm gonna do that again. And then we're going to turn around our work again, then do the double chain of 3, 1, 2, the chain 3, and then we're going to put in the same stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, and put another 1, 1, 2, 3. So it just looks like that. So we're just going to continue that same pattern until we reach the length that we need, and then put it on the next chain, or on the third chain, like that, and then turn your work around and going to chain again 3, and then 1, chain 1, 2, 3, and then do this again, chain 1, 2, 3. So it should be like that. Alright guys, I'm done with my sleeve, so with my strap. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect this time in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to connect now our strap. Alright guys, so I'm done with my sleeve, with my strap now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it here now. So this is our strap. So again, just grab, you have to do the chain 3 and then put your hook inside a hole, and then do the chain, then do the chain 1, just like that, and then we're going to put your hook inside and do the, oh sorry, so once you grab it, you have to do the double chain and put your hook inside this hole and do the double chain of 3. Okay, do the double chain and then do the chain, another chain. So you're going to let it go again and put your hook inside and grab this thing. And then, so now we're just going to do the chain 1, and then here's our top. It's finished.